Okay, so today we'll start. Just open the notepad. Okay, so today we'll start notepad. Sorry, today we'll start .NET. For .NET, what we need? Lab requirement. Lab
Okay.
lab requirement. Lab requirement we have only on here. Visual Studio. Visual Studio. Latest version is uh, community 2022. This is a free version for the developer purpose only.
Oh, okay.
This
So
tool
between
you
the
can,
but I have one question.
yeah,
Like the in the PHP, it's open source. Okay.
yeah,
And
correct.
but .NET, it's not a purely open source, right?
This is also open source. .NET Core is open source. .NET Framework is not open source. Just come on that
Okay.
question.
Right. .NET Core is open source. Yes.
Right.
So if I building the any website or something my own way, so that will be same like the PHP, right?
Actually, I don't idea of PHP.
Okay.
On here, just I tell you how to open source, then you can compare on that things.
Yeah. Sure.
I
Sure. Sure. Definitely.
completely one to one I clear how to open source on here.
Mm,
Okay,
mm,
so
mm.
first, first we start .NET framework. Okay,
Okay.
actually, how to come? Why come .NET Core? Because already we have .NET framework. Okay, actually in the .NET framework we have some drawback, some limitations. Okay, some bundle size, heavy bundle size. These things we in .NET framework we have. Like first point is a, you know, this is a only work on Windows only. .NET framework is work on only Windows,
Windows, right?
not other like Linux or Mac OS. Okay, one
Okay.
point is a, this is a drawback. Due to that reason, .NET Core has come.
Mhm.
Okay, second
Okay.
point is .NET framework. Suppose come on that point, open source. .NET framework. This is a on here. This is a when you install some library. This is not open source. So first, you need to download. This is a heavy library. First, you download complete framework for the .NET framework. Okay,
Mhm.
so suppose if you want to change something or if you want to some upgrade, so okay, so one version to another version, suppose that framework uh, we have that framework one to this is a from 4.8, this is on till 4.5, last version is 4.8. Okay, from 4.5 to 4.67, when version will change and more complex, because this is a tightly coupled inside the application, because this is not only small library. This is a only one library. This is a heavy library. Okay,
Okay.
if
Okay.
issue any some specific part, then we need to replace complete library. This is a most challenging task in the .NET framework. Due to that reason, .NET uh, due to that reason, .NET Core come has open source. Open source means on here, open source means if you support that open source, this is a, you can, if you want to change something, if you got some bug on .NET Core, if you any things, if you issue these things, you can contribute on there. Like BIM, open the link, copy. This is GitHub
Mhm.
on here. Uh, can you see my screen? This is okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a Git. Okay. This is .NET Core, complete core on here. .NET, okay, library, all things we have on here, multiple
Okay.
libraries.
On the Git
Okay.
version.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So on here you can see, on here you can see um, 127
Contributor.
contributor.
Mhm.
If you want,
Mhm.
if you want change something on here, you can also,
Right.
okay, you
Right.
can also something change and commit, and you quote review by owner, and if you okay, then also add on your code on here. Okay, so
Okay.
these things has not come in .NET framework. Okay,
Okay.
this is
Okay.
okay. This is major. This is on here. This is open source. All
Mhm.
things open library. All things you can see if any issue in this library. You can change these things and create the bug. This is bug and change this thing and you review your code. And if you good, then add on this
Mhm.
your code on there. Okay, that
Okay.
is this is open source on here. Okay,
Okay.
and on here you can see on here small libraries. On here multiple all codes on here you can see. Okay, different all anything you can see. SDK, runtime, Roslyn, compiler, Razor. Okay, this is on here. All small things on here. Compiler.
Mhm.
Okay, this all library. Okay, you can download through the Git and you can use. If you any issue, then fix. So this is a open source on here,
Okay.
fully open
Yeah.
source.
Okay.
So that you can see in the PHP. I don't idea of PHP. So then you can
Yeah.
compare on.
PHP is the same way. PHP is the
Yeah.
same way.
So
It's
then
a
then just
cross-platform and same like is a GitHub one,
yeah.
and we can
So
contribute over there.
correct,
Same way.
correct. So
Yeah.
same things there means PHP and .NET is parallel. Correct. You can understand
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
things.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after that we have some on here in .NET framework. .NET framework we have some things is some changes on there. .NET framework not available Blazor. New things coming Blazor, gRPC. This is a web API like things, and this is a mobile desktop. All things is working, but in .NET framework this things is not available on there. Okay, also
Okay.
in .NET Core is actually we have Node.js. Okay, if you and only I only compare Node.js, you can listen Node.js. Okay,
Okay.
Node.js, Java, Node.js, Java, and .NET Core. Then you can compare the performance between three. Then .NET Core, .NET Core is on here. You can see Java Servlet, .NET, Node.js. Okay, then Node.js 0.66 mm, but .NET 7.0 m. Okay, Java
Okay.
Servlet 2.17. This is a
Mhm.
10x faster than Node.js.
Okay.
.NET Core, .NET Core, .NET
Core.
6, .NET 6 performance is fast.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
so this is a performance related you can talk. Then this is a compared with the .NET framework. .NET framework is very slow, and .NET Core is very fast, and other also skill. Java, I don't PHP, but Java and Node compared to Node.js and Java, .NET Core is very fast,
Okay.
and we will suppose that we have if you want to on here NuGet package. Okay, small packages like we have on here entity member. Okay, SQL
Mhm.
or multiple on the small multiple packages. As a requirement you can install and you can do work, not need another. Okay, multiple you can specific smart requirement you can install specific purpose. Means as a requirement you can install a small package, not big package. If you any issue
Okay.
in that small package, you can uninstall, you can update, you can lower gate, all things you can do on here. So these things on here means uh, side by side app can target specific runtime version. Means on here small package you can install. Okay, and in the .NET framework, actually on there we have no CLI, limited CLI. Okay, but .NET Core is fully CLI version. Means you can throw the command, you can create the like on here like these things. Uh, I CMD CMD on here we can write the command. Just share my screen on here. Okay, right on here write the CMD on here
Mhm.
ng. Okay, ng new list on here. Sorry, ng.
NG.
Sorry. .NET.
It's
Sorry,
okay.
.NET new list. .NET new .NET okay, sorry, .NET. .NET. Okay. So okay. This is a we have blog. This is pages only. Like on here, web. We want to create the web application only. Okay. We have created the React. Okay. We have the Angular. Okay. Like this
So
command.
it's already give the means platform like
eh,
Angular type of application architecture already ready. We can modify
Yes.
it, right?
Yes. Yeah. This is
Okay.
all things is ready. Suppose on here React web API. Okay. So just
Mhm.
like on here, write the command .NET new web API, and on here you can write the project name. Uh, uh, Project name is web if web uh, web API test. Okay,
Mhm.
web API test. Then enter. Okay, .NET new in
Dot dot
yeah.
dot sir.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
Missing
yeah.
T. Yeah. Oh, it's okay.
Okay, .NET. Okay, so app API test is not a valid option. Okay, so maybe some. This is what I issue on
No, no,
here.
it's use the dot net new web API minus h, then write down your
Yes.
web API
Uh,
test as
yeah,
per
yeah, yeah.
yeah, minus h.
Yes, minus H,
H.
minus
Yeah,
N.
give,
Okay. Yeah, this is a give option.
yeah, minus h.
Mhm. No, this is
No.
not a valid uh,
Net x second dot net new
test.
minus h.
Uh, it's not valid option.
Second.
Uh, just 1 second again.
Mhm.
.NET N. Okay. My web API. Okay. This is creating. Okay. Not yet.
Okay.
Minus N. Okay. Then you can see,
Mhm.
you can create this, create the application. And after that, if you want to build, then you can go, this is a folder structure, where is go the API on here,
Mhm.
on here, Chandra. Okay, then cd my web API. Okay, then go on side this and then run. Okay, .NET .NET run. Okay, then you can see this is a building, bits per restore something, packages maybe. This is a package hosting. This is a NuGet package, small packages on here, and building maybe sometime. Uh, it will
So
take some
in your
time.
course, what do you covered?
Okay.
One more question,
Uh,
because I
sorry.
want to learn like base and up to deployment,
Yeah. All
or
things we will.
up to
All
deployment
things.
up to the live side.
Yeah. All things we will cover. Actually, I cover syllabus plus labs, assignments, like 15 assignments, and after that we cover the project,
Okay, and
and
you
we
give
can
and
also
project
cover
will
the
be
Git.
in. Yeah. Okay. Then
Also
that's
cover
good.
the Git. Don't.
Yeah. Okay. And we use the front end as a
Uh,
any React or something.
No. I am actually, this is only for the .NET. Actually, we have two separate course. Actually, front end. If you want to learn front end, this is a Angular or React. Then you can learn. This is a separate. This is a front end also MVC, and back end all things is in MVC, means .NET Core.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
if you
And
want to learn front end, then is a separate things.
okay.
Hmm.
So combine of the both.
Yeah, we can combine both. So we can talk later, but first finish these things. Okay. So okay, so then you can understand on here .NET framework and .NET Core. Okay. So after that, how to history of the .NET framework. Okay. Then from till 4.8 till 4.8. This is a framework. After that will come .NET Core 1.0, then .NET Core 2.0, then Core 3.0. Then on here .NET 5 direct, not .NET 4. Why not .NET 4? Because already on here .NET 4. This come in the framework. Okay, but on here in the you can see in the Microsoft naming convention is not good because already in the framework we have .NET 4, but in .NET also in .NET 5. Okay, so you have on here you can see confusion. Okay,
Hmm.
so on here .NET 5, why not .NET 5, .NET Core 5.0? Because on here, because on here you can see in the .NET 5, uh, before the .NET 5, uh, we have this not support 3.5 not support .NET Framework. Okay, only .NET Core and not support mono xamarin. But in the .NET 5, it support .NET Framework, .NET Core, and mono. This is a in 3 in 1. Okay,
So what is
so
mono?
mono this is a older. This is first come mono. On here you can see first come
Okay,
mono
okay,
2004, 2004
okay.
.NET and then
So its a
mono.
version name is mono, right? One
Correct,
type of.
correct. Yeah,
Okay,
this is a version name is mono.
okay.
So all things is covered in the .NET 5.
Hmm.
Okay, after that, some 6, 7, 8, some C sharp version change. Okay, then 8, 12 come in the 8. Okay, these things is come in the on here. This is a performance. Okay, so these things and on here, this is a .NET compilation. .NET compiler, .NET 4.x, this is a compiler. Only difference in on here you can see compiler. In .NET Core, compiler is changed on here, Roslyn. Okay, and Ryujit compiler on here, but on here JIT compiler.
I have not too
Compiler
much
is
idea.
changed in the
Yeah, but
uh,
but I have not too much idea about this.
yeah.
About
Actually,
this.
this is only for the understanding purpose, not use. Why question is why you are understanding .NET Core? Why
Hmm.
need why not understanding .NET Framework? Because .NET Framework is out of date, not supported by the Microsoft. And
Okay,
.NET Framework, what is the advantage of .NET Core? Why learn?
okay,
Okay, due
okay.
to
So
that reason,
but yeah, but
yeah,
both hand is the DLL EX. Here is the DLL EXE
yeah,
and
both
Core
place is dealer.
FX. But
Yes, yeah, on here
here is
also
the one.
dealer,
Okay,
also on
FCL.
dealer. All code, all things is same. On here also C sharp code also in this same. But on here compiler is changed both place. On here you compiler, on here only JIT compiler. Okay, this compiler on change on here. Roslyn on here, yeah, on here CSC compiler. Okay, when you write the command in framework CSC, but on here Roslyn compiler. Only
Roser
difference
link.
only compiler change. Not
Roser link.
all things is
Roser
same.
link. Roser
Roslyn,
link.
yeah, yeah,
Roser.
Roslyn,
Okay, Roser link.
ROSLYN,
Okay,
Roslyn.
Roser link.
Okay,
Okay.
on here only JIT compiler, but on here Ryujit. Okay, RYUJIT compiler.
Mhm.
This change on here, course LI, on here CLI, on here course LI. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, on here
Okay.
JIT, on here RUGIT,
Are you okay?
RUGIT. This is the difference on here. Means .NET Framework, what is the on the .NET Framework, how many, what compiler and .NET Core, what compiler? Only for the understanding why it is fast. Okay,
Mhm, mhm.
so due to the reason I am telling you these things. Okay, so now go to the VS Code, Visual Studio. On here, we have write the MVC. Okay, then you can see on here we have two things on here. This is a F sharp or this is a C sharp. Then we can select these things. Okay, so on here intro MVC. Okay, on here intro MVC. Then next, can you see the my VS Code Visual Studio? Correct.
Yeah, yeah, I see.
Okay, so on here we have .NET 8.0. Okay, this is long term support, and on here we have this is a even number is a long term support. Also, you can maybe I'm not tell you on go to the on here. Uh, this is a release. Okay, we have release version. We have two type of release, LTS and current. LTS this is support for the 3 year, and current is support only 1.6 year. Okay, 18 month and 36 month. This is a difference on here. Even number is LTS version. Odd number is current version. This for the 18 month. So this is on here 8.0. This is a even number. This is long term support. Okay, then 8.0, 5.0, this is a odd number, this is a 18 month support. Okay, and this is 9.0, this is a even odd number, this is a
Old
standard
number.
term support. Okay,
Mm.
STS. So always when you create the project in the company, then always use long term support. Okay, because the support 36 month. So you go to the on here, uh, configure HTTPS. You want to run this HTTPS and enable container. Okay, so container, what is on here? What is the container on here? We have used on here Docker. Okay, container on here we have created the application on Docker. So this is a separate things on here. This is we'll talk about the on here. This come another platform with the cloud. Okay, so actually when you enable the container support, then it will create the one file for the Docker. This is a, create the XML file for the Docker in the when you create the application. But actually we don't but talk to on here Docker. Okay, container only MVC application. So uncheck this checkbox. And on here in Linux.NET, do not use top level statement. Okay, then click.
Means enable the content support means it's Docker support means when
Yeah, if you
the
want, if you check the checkbox enable container, then on here create one file for the container Docker. Okay, on here you can create the all the logic of the related to the Docker, then deploy on the container image, create the image, create the image, and you can deploy on the container. Okay, this part for the cloud, but we are not cover on here these things.
okay.
So then I start from the one by one from the scratch. Okay. So
Mm.
these things on here, we have two things on here. We have divided two part on here. This is a runtime. Okay. But
Actually,
this is a,
because you write anything,
sorry,
you writing anything because I see only release schedule.
you cannot see my program.c as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Then I in program.c as well build and runtime I am writing. Okay. Can you see?
No, no, not see.
Okay. Okay. Once. Now you can see
Yeah.
build and runtime. Okay. So line by line we have discussed on here. This line builder is equal to application dot create builder. This line used for the dependency injection and create the instance. Okay, create the instance dependency injection, and we will mm, means first we will talk. This is a program dot C file is a starting point. Okay, it is a starting point of .NET Core application. Okay, when you deploy these things, then first come on in the program.cs file. Okay, on here we have this is a we have web application builder. Okay, all services, middleware, all things on here. Okay, this is a program.cs file. Like you can understand the console application. You listen console application,
Sorry. Repeat,
console
please.
application.
Yeah,
Console application in the in on here we have create the console application. This is okay. These things only you can say this is a program.cs file. This is a entry point. This is a
Mhm.
entry point. It is a entry point. You can write on
Okay.
here. It is a entry point. Entry point of application. Okay. So where builder is equal to application that create builder. Okay. This line used for the logging when you create some logging things or dependency injection and create the application. For that purpose, this line we will use. Okay. After that, this line we use for the view purpose. So this line copy and paste. Okay, I changed some name on here. Sorry. Here. Okay. So I change the name. Okay. The there is two line. Okay. One line is a eight controller with view. Second line is a eight controller. So eight controller used for the API. This used for API controller. Okay. This used for the MVC controller with view. Okay. When you create the view on the MVC controller, then use this line. Use this line. Build the service dot eight controller with view. But when you create the web API, then this line we can use. Okay. So now we are using on here MVC MVC controller with view. Then we will sorry for one point on here we will ask actually your requirement is you understand you study MVC complete or only web API or front end. What do you want to learn?
Okay. Uh, complete complete things.
Okay, okay. So we can go ahead. So first, first is on the on here. Uh, my MVC controller with view. My MVC controller with view. Okay, this line used for that purpose, and this line used for the web API controller. Okay, so there is difference on here. After that, builder the build. Okay, this line will execute. Then suppose after that execute this. Then finally it run uh, it run the application. It used for the run the application. When after suppose that when you build the application on here, build. Okay, after build, then you can run. Then to till this line, you can build the application. Okay, after that this is a runtime. Then when you run the application, then from here this is a run the application. So on here you can come on here. Okay, then come on here. Uh, this one. Okay, so then come on here. Uh, uh, Configuration HTTP request pipeline. Okay, so it is app.environment dot is development. Okay, so suppose that when you your environment is development, then is development. Then on here we have multiple environment. Just like on you can see on here, staging is production is on here is development is not available is development. Okay, is development. Okay, then we have three environment. One is a development, one is a staging, one is a production. Okay, when you deploy the application in development mode or in staging mode or production mode, as a requirement. Okay, so on there this error will show when something error is come in the application. Then this page is this line will execute. This line will execute. For that, we add the setting on here. Suppose that this is a for first is a development. Okay, if you want is production, then you can for use for the production. If you want use for the staging, then you use for the staging. Okay, so as a requirement, you can change this setting. So this is a this line will execute after as a if development if error is coming, then this line will execute. And actually before that we will talk about the middleware. Okay, so middleware you can say middleware this is a uh, this is a nothing, this is a only class. Okay, so middleware we have create on here like is a work is class from top to bottom, from top to bottom. Suppose on here this is a middleware. Okay, use HTTP redirection, use HTTP file, use routing, use authorization. Okay, this all classes is middleware. Then you can see go to the definition. Okay, this is a class only, nothing on here. This is an inbuilt class. Actually, we have built-in pipe. We have built-in middleware and custom middleware. There is a middleware two type. If you want to create some, you can create custom middleware. Then you can create. If you want some built-in middleware, then you can use. Okay, so this is a built-in middleware. Okay, so middleware is nothing but this is only simple class. On there we have create the logic. So middleware always execute from top to bottom. Okay, so this line use HTTP redirection. This middleware used for the redirection purpose from one page to another page. Then on that we have checked the all things on here, page name, controller name on here we have checked. This middleware used for the use statics file. This middleware used for the statics file. Suppose that on here www folder, on here we have all file is static. CSS file, chess file, lib file, favicon. Okay, this all file is static. If you want to add some, create the image folder on here, then through this middleware you can call, you can use this middleware for this purpose. Suppose that I run this application, then see how to work. This is a static file. Use static files. Then run this application. Uh, okay, so you can see some CSS on here. Oh, can you see? No, you cannot see my browser. Okay. Mm, can you see my browser? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So on here is some simple CSS. Okay. So I comment this line. I comment this line. Okay, on here, this is a static file. On here, we have CSS. All things come from here. This is standard CSS. Yes, all things on here. But I comment this line. Okay, then I check on here, run. Okay, this I comment this line, but CSS already on there. This CSS come from the cache. Okay, then on here, right click, uh, just inspect element and right click. Okay, empty cache and hard loaded. Then you can see. Okay, on this is okay. On here, CSS is not applied on here. Can you see?
Yeah, yeah.
So this CSS is not applied due to that region. Due to
Static
that region,
files.
CSS is not
So,
applied.
so is automatically how they set the path? Use static
Yeah,
files.
this is automatic set on there. This is a inbuilt middleware.
So, but
This is a yeah.
yeah, one second. Open the structure solution explorer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this.
But yeah, this one. So I want to change this architecture like the CSS to outside of something like after the view or something. So
Okay,
it can be
actually,
changeable or not.
inside the this is a standard on here. You can change, no issue, but if you anything anywhere you can write the static, then this is disable on here. This is go to the definition, uh, go to the definition. Okay, so check on here, enable static file server and request path. Okay, so on here setting on here, web root folder which define www root folder. Only if you change any other folder, then it will not work. It will saying default to www root. If you want to change, then you need to some setting on here. We need to change some setting. Okay, so we need to some change setting. Maybe on here we can change the path the parameter. Just I check on here, static file option and request path. You can if you change the static file, then you can change the path.
Okay,
You
got it.
can
So we can define in the app
yeah
like
you can
define on the
yeah
app setting.json file and define that path over here,
yeah
something
you
like
can define. Oh, okay, actually this actually app setting that JSON file, this is not static files.
yeah.
Okay, only for the this middle pair is used for the static files. Okay, so if you have created another folder and on there you can CSS, JS, image, and you can set path on here, then same work on here. By default, if you not any parameter path, then by default library by inbuilt is www folder.
Okay. So if
Okay.
I creating 2 3 projects, so Every project inside www root, right?
Yes, every project www.
Okay.
And if you want to change, then you can pass the on here path name.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So second is a on here www root use routing. Use routing use for the suppose on here then uncomment the code then again run. Uh,
Why
okay.
these .NET Core always use the port? If I
Sorry.
not want to, all .NET Core is always use the port, right?
Yes, always
Application
use the
running on the port.
yeah on the port mean you can talk about the this
Yeah, yeah.
seven
This
zero
one
yeah
700 7025. Yeah.
no, on here these things I will discuss also on come on here. These things
Mhm,
come from the from here LAN setting the JSON.
mhm.
LAN setting the JSON 7025 on here 7025. This come from here. If you
But
change on here, then
yeah, but
change on.
I do not want that port number. Then
If you don't give the port number, then it will don't give the port number. Then on here we have multiple local host. Okay, so maybe it confused where I go. Then
because when the application goes on live,
hmm.
there is no port number showing in the browser.
Actually, yeah, on there we have inside the domain we have give the port number on there inside the domain. When you assign the DNS on there, the DNS number assigned on there. Okay, so it is working if you not assign the port on here. But if you suppose that on here this is a local host, also this is a local host, this is a HTTPS, and this is a HTTP. If difference, then is working. If not difference, then is a so that region we have assigned on here port in for the uniqueness. For uniqueness, then we can assign on port. Okay.
Okay.
Then close and then again run. So then home to privacy, privacy to home. So through this use routing on here. This is a middleware use routing. Through this, we can move one page to another page. It is for the routing purpose. We have multiple routings, conventional routing, okay, attribute-based routing. Through this, for that purpose, we have used the use routing. And for the authorization purpose, okay, when you log in, uh, log out or some authentication is changed, then use for that purpose, we use the use authentication. This is a inbuilt middle. Okay. After with same things on here, this is also use exception handler. Okay. This is a middleware. When error is coming in page, then page redirect to in some common page.
Common page.
Okay, common page. So this things is coming. If development, then if you run in the production, then you set on your production. If error is coming, then page move to this page. A request move to this page. Okay. After this, this is a use for the routing by default. Okay, this is a convention based routing. We have two type of routing, convention based routing. Actually we will discuss in detail for the routing, but only on understanding purpose I only tell you. On here we have this is a convention routing. On here this is default. On this is for the controller action, and on here is parameter. This is question mark, this is a optional. Okay, you cannot pass, then it is work. Okay, suppose it is on here can home. Okay, home not pass anything, then by default is go to the home page and index page.
Okay.
And after that app.run, it will run the application. These things on here. So then you can understand this file, a program.cs file.
Yeah.
Any issue on here, then please let me know, then move to next. On here. Okay. On here app setting.json file. Okay, so we have app setting.json. Actually when you develop the code, then we have setting, this file will run app setting.development.json. Okay, when you run the application in the production, then app setting the production JSON. When you run the application in the staging, then app setting the JSON file. Okay, we have three files. Okay, but this launch setting.json, this setting I define in the launch setting.json file. This is a launch setting.json file. On here we have defined. Okay, so before that we will talk about that point. I will discuss on here. So this is showing HTTPS. Okay, this so why this show HTTPS? I change this name on here. This come from on here HTTPS. This come from the profile. Okay, https is. Can you open the tab down? https is. Okay, we have three things. Suppose I change the name. HTTPS to my dev. Okay, then you can see on here my dev. Okay, this value come from here. My dev value come from here. Understand? And on here we have assigned the setting. We have created the setting for the which JSON file if you want to execute. This is a app setting.json file. Okay, we have three files. Just I create uh, uh, copy paste. We have no option on here. Okay, go to the folder, paste. Okay, copy. Just I not see my screen. Production. Production. Okay, now you can see app setting.production.json. We have two files. Okay, then which file you are setting on here, development or production? So this file come from on here, this setting, which file we want to execute, uh, development or production. And this file app setting.json file, this is a parent file. Okay, we have some common setting on here. If not available anything, then common setting come from here. If available, then that file, if that file will execute development or production, existing by the setting on here, environment variable app setting the development. Suppose that when you develop the application, suppose on here develop, then actually on this launch setting.json file is work only for the development purpose. But when move to the production, then this setting is not work. Then how to, then on production how to set? Question is on the production how to set, because the launch setting.json file is work only for the development purpose. Okay, so on here suppose that we have published the code, uh, publish, and go to the folder, and then finish and publish. Then go to the folder, maybe you not see folder. Okay, on here folder. Okay, now uh, now now you can see folder. Okay, on here this is a publish folder. You can see on here this is app setting and on, but launch setting that JSON file you cannot see on here. Okay, launch setting is not available on here. Can you see my folder structure?
Yeah,
Folder,
yeah.
insert folder. Okay, publish folder. So on here you can see the launch setting, the JSON is not available. So how to understand the production, how working, which file we get on here, on there is confused. So for that purpose, BF setting on here, environment, I type on the search panel. Just you are not seeing the screen. I type in the search panel environment. Okay,
Okay.
and environment, just I share again screen, uh, environment. So uh, environment. Mm, there is mm, This again, so okay. Environment, then environment. Can you see my environment file?
No.
Environment variable. Can you see?
No.
Okay, okay. Mm.
I think you use dual screen, right?
Yes, actually, I just okay. Share the complete screen. Just 1 second. Mm, I just share the complete screen. Why I'm showing these things? I am not using only one screen. I have. Mm, share, share, share complete. Okay, now can you see my screen? Okay, environment. Can you see?
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so on here we have set on here application environment products. Okay, this setting on here. This
Mm-hmm.
setting on here. On here we have edit. Uh, edit. Why not edit? Okay, run it and state maybe environment. Run it and edit system environment variable. Go to the environment variable. Go on here.
Double
Then
click,
edit.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes, edit.
On here we need to set. Actually, I'm already set on here. Okay. If not available, then you what to need to on here add new. Okay, add new and go to give the name sp.net core environment and value name is production. Okay, then you can run from here. It will set instead of LAN setting JSON file. This setting will work on the production when you deploy the application.
Okay,
Okay,
based on this value.
yeah, based on this value,
So go
just
to that file. Go to the
on
JSON file.
yeah on this file will get from production
So it's
through the
automatic, but how they read? How the server
from
will
that
be read?
yeah from that setting it will read automatic. From that
Okay.
setting environment file it will set
Okay, this is the fixed variable.
correct correct. This is a fixed production fixed. But no, if you change the variable on here, suppose that you want to execute the development, then you on there value change is development.
No, that part I understand. But
uh,
what I'm saying that variable equal to production. So somewhere you have write
yeah,
something.
that in the production we have setting on the environment. You have suppose that you have multiple files on there execute. Then on the production you have on always run the production file. Always run the production file, not development.
Okay. No, but
Mm.
means .NET you understand his own way, right? That's why or something you do something like that. The
No, no,
production use the
I'm
JSON.
not. No, actually, suppose that I deploy the application. Okay, then
Mhm,
on there, LAN setting the JSON file is not available. Okay, then
mhm.
through that setting, we can read this file. Automatically, that file will read.
Okay. Automatically, it's a
Yeah,
default.
yeah.
You can
Default, this file will read
Mhm, mhm, mhm. Okay.
based
Okay.
on setting.
Okay.
Okay, so now you can understand this app setting and program.cs and LAN setting are JSON. Okay, after try and setting out, then go to the view start. Okay, what the use of view start? What the use of view start? Actually, we have multiple. You can understand in the layout. Also, you understand the PHP some common layout. Okay,
Mhm.
so okay, so we have a header and footer and left right inside we have content. Okay,
Mhm.
so we have layout page. So according the requirement, we have some admin panel, user panel, sales panel, page. Okay, when you not log in, then other menu. So okay, based on the requirement, you have multiple layout. So you have multiple layout based on the permission. You can create like we have one salesman, For that, we have create the one layout on here. You can create the multiple layout on here
So
based on the
so right now
layout.
using the which template?
We have
Razor,
creating
right?
the, yeah, we are using the Razor. Yeah, on here, this is a MVC use the Razor. We will talk also, will come on their view page on here. Use the Razor syntax.
Okay. Is a
Add the
template, right? Razor is a
yeah.
template.
No template on here. This is a this is a add the red Razor. This is a add the red. This is a Razor. Only this things called Razor. And
No,
use this is a,
but I not
yeah.
do not have too much idea. What is Razor? Razor
Razor
is
is Razor is a syntax. Through this syntax, we can write inside the logic. We can dynamic create the content
okay
through
for
this.
HTML purpose.
Correct. Inside the go to the HTML page. Inside the HTML page, we want to write some logic dynamically, create a function. Okay. Based on condition, we have bind the HTML. For that
Okay,
purpose, we use the Razor syntax on here.
okay, got it. Means this template we can use inside HTML with the condition also,
Correct.
something
Correct.
like that. So
Like these things we are using on here. Okay. This thing inside this, like on here, true. Okay. True. Then uh, this layout call. Okay. Some maybe some condition. Based on condition you can bind. Okay, this is another layout. So these things is dynamic. These things you can see, this is a dynamic. Okay, so Razor is used for the dynamic purpose.
okay.
This is a HTML page. This is a HTML page. Okay, inside the HTML page, how to bind the HTML uh, dynamic. So we have option is Razor.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a use for the view start use for the that purpose. Then you have multiple layout. Then if you want based on condition, you can combine multiple layout. Okay, and after that we have view import. View import used for the namespace. Suppose that this is a namespace on here. Import MVC model, but we have error dot HTML on here. Okay, this is a model. If you not define on here, I comment this line. Just I comment this line. Okay, then you can see on here. Okay, then you can see maybe this error, color will change. Okay, also error is come, and it will saying that you need to use this namespace on here. Okay, so this namespace is common. This namespace actually this model folder. Suppose when I create 20 models, then every page we need to add this line every page. Okay, import MVC model. Then this line is common. Then you can add on here common things you can add on here. So this file if you add on here, then no need to add on here these things. If you like this page, you can create the 100 page. Then no need add that line on 100 pages. Only through this page from this line you can use in 100 pages. That purpose only. That means this is common. If you have something common, you can add on here.
Okay.
Okay, and this is a tag helper. Tag helper used for the on here. We have tag helper like we will talk about the on here tag helper. Uh, like go to the view page. Uh, like on here input input sp sp we will talk about the okay, we can write on here input type sp input or action. Okay, this is okay, this is a input action. This color is red. Okay, this color is red. When I comment this line, then go to the on here, you can see color is not changed. Okay, just I run. Mm, SP action. This may be in is no, this not work on here. Actually, this is a. I just tell you why. Uh, we write on here input 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 SP SP Okay, SP action, SP input. Okay, this is a tag helper. It not come on here. Why not come? SP. Okay, so if you I comment this line, then that code that line is not come. Okay, if I uncomment that line, then I will check on here SP. Okay, then you can see on here this is come. Okay,
Okay.
this is come on here.
Mm-hmm.
SP action is come. When I comment this line, when I comment this line, then we can try on here. We can try on here. SP not come. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this tag helper come from here. View import. Okay, this tag helper come from here.
Okay.
And okay, so in this is a import file. This is a view start on here. Okay, so this file you can understand. Okay, after that on here www folder, on here we have support some common CSS, JS common library. Okay, all common CSS image related things you can add on here. You can add on here.
Okay.
Okay, this is www root folder. Okay, then we have controller, model, and view. Inside view we have talk about the this you can
Common.
discuss. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this is a shared folder. This shared folder means this is a public folder. Okay, and inside this uh, this is a shared folder. Inside, if you create any pages, then this is accessible in complete view. This called shared folder.
Mm-hmm.
So we will come on controller. Controller, we have create a controller. uh, okay, actually I am only summarize this thing. This is controller. Inside the controller we have action. Okay, controller, home controller. This is your home. Okay, same name we have create on here, home view, same name. If we
Mm-hmm.
change the name, then it will not access. Suppose I change the name is home one, it will not access these things. Okay, we have same view folder we want to create on here. We want to create same folder name. Okay,
Okay.
and if you want to change name on here, index 1, then it will not access. On here we have, inside the home we have index page. If you want change on here, then also you can change here index 1, then it will match in view folder. Okay, this is controller we have. This is a action method. This same action method, suppose you are right click on here, go to the view, then go to the action method. If you change the name, then not go on their page. Like on here, just I show you, I create on one. Okay, then save, then go to the view, then it is unable to find the matching.
Okay.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So this thing is for the view purpose on here. Okay, suppose you have created the some another controller, right click, add controller, and controller name, and we want to create empty controller and create the imply controller, MPLO by apply controller. Okay, imply controller on here we have empty. Okay, now you can see on here. Then it will create on one folder also on here.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I have created the empty, so it is not creating. So I right click on here, add view. Okay, if you want to create add empty and create the view. You can see on here view razor view. Can you see razor view? This is a razor view. Okay, on
Razor
here.
page empty. So razor
Uh,
view or razor empty, don't know what is different.
Razor page and Razor view. This is a, you can see on here. This is a, both are same. Razor page will page model, and Razor view only view. If you create the, actually this is a suppose if you want create the model with the model, just I add on here. This saying Razor page with page model means when you
Okay.
create the class, With the class, you want to create the dynamic view, then you can use razor view. And after, if you want to create the empty, then after that you can customization as a page model. Okay,
Okay.
these things on here. So these things I am created on here. So now you can see on here this folder created on here. In the boy folder, create the page. Understand? Same name.
Mhm.
And we have created the on here controller. These things on create on here.
Okay.
Okay. Now uh, after that you can write the logical things here. Same things is a home controller, and this is a cell folder. You can understand. And this is a error. This you can see on here error. Okay. This home inside the home, because this is a inside the share. This is accessible in every page.
Okay.
So this is a project structure on here. Maybe some early we have quickly tell you. If you have any confusion, please let me know. If you later, then you can ask me. Actually, that time you go okay. Uh, just stop.